You know, I've spent quite a bit of time talking to members of TF Team Faded who have given me certain advice on different builds, such as builds on Sparrow. And max attack speed Sparrow still hitting for 600 a shot, hitting 2 or 3 times a second, sometimes even using the piercing shot to hit 4 times a second, just absolutely melts people. I think that's very underrated, especially since we're seeing more Murdoch than anybody expected in this tournament series.
Absolutely, we are.
And that's wild because, you know, when you think about it...
Can I shout out something?
Shout it out!
My stepbrother just had his first child a couple minutes ago.
Oh, congratulations! Yeah. You heard it here first, chat. Let's go!
They just gave birth. That's crazy.
And they're naming it Agora in our honor.
Yes.
Oh,
so here we go. We are gonna get going.
Congrats to your family. Congrats to them. A new child is being born as a new champion is being crowned. This is the best day ever.
Hey, hey. Nice.
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 I definitely got fooled and thought that was a real like tier tree that they were doing, and we were just randomly putting our favorite heroes up on it. But I do see that as a big order there.
Live, we're in Champ Select. We're getting into the game right now.
Grux's skin, that purple glowing skin with the armor on him, I'm glad it gets rid of the titties, but man, Grux looks so intimidating with that. It almost looks like he's straight out of Halo.
Could we get your stream, sir?
Of course you can.
Wunderbar.
What does that even mean?
Oh, German.
Wonderful. So here we are, boys. This is the first game of our grand finals. This one here is for all of the Tostitos. We will see who is able to emerge as the first champion of the Agora Tournament Series.
That's a lot of Tostitos, Lance.
Get hype in the chat. Let us know who you think is going to win. Get back with those 1s and 2s. Get ready. Put your seatbelts on. Here comes some action.
Oh, man. All right, we've seen the bias in the chat. I'm not going to say it out loud because there's this thing called commentator's curse. I'm not going to say it because then you'll jinx the other side.
Hey, Lance, go ahead and do me a favor and check your messages, brother. Let me just say a huge shout out to everyone who has tuned in today. We are now at 210 viewers. I cannot believe the amount of hype that we are getting into right now. Let's go ahead and see exactly what is going on. It looks like we were right. It is going to be a Rampage support from Fepe coming in.
Interesting choice. I'm like really curious how this is going to play out for them. If possible, let's pan over to that support lane a little bit on that Rampage. Oh, he's not streaming.
He is not, unfortunately, but that is A-okay. We do, however, have the Murdoch coming in clutch with a stream here.
ToS Fang mid all day. Are you seeing this, guys? It's been all day, this man. I know we just had him off stream for a round, but there's no doubt in my mind that there's no way he played Fang Mao mid early in the tournament and didn't play it in that other match. Look at that damage and harassment coming out.
He is such a powerful hero throughout the entire game, and he's very well slept on. Like we said earlier, he's a very high skill gapped hero. You have to know what you're doing and how to build him in order to succeed. And seeing this guy play mid, obviously Epps knows what he's doing playing Countess earlier on. But man, seeing him go into a Feng Mao is exciting. Watching the changeup is beyond exciting for me.
Absolutely. What I'm really looking at right now is kind of how this Grux is setting up this off-lane Fang Mao, piercing away every little swing mattering right there. Like, really pay attention to the fine details of what's going on right now in the mid lane. Just the level of precision he has in every trade that he chooses is exactly what every player who's watching should strive for when you're in the mid lane.
100%.
He knows that the enemy jungle's not close right now. He's he's even clearing minions and getting the chip at the same time. He got 2 last hit farms and chipped away that HP. Just those are some of the final details that I think get really overviewed a lot. Like that's peak gameplay.
You know, Epps is a very smart player, and obviously he has helped his team get to the finals for a good reason. And he is not only, like you said, able to secure those last hits, but also giving that poke, knowing that Feng Mao has that AoE with his whirlwind ability. It's unbelievable to see exactly how much damage that does early on.
Look at Countess. She's only missed 1 farm, 2 farm. She's trying to burst it down. Good. She only missed 2 farm on that whole wave crash, and
we're gonna tune into the dual lane over here. It looks like we got a fight breaking out.
Oh, that's a good light screen, kind of getting the big slowdown. Looks like the 3-man gank. That's not even that early of a gank. We're about 5 minutes in right now, so not too bad, particularly. Not even dying right there. Countess is kind of in a rough position. She's gonna die. She's gonna die. I was questioning the flash, but she as well, probably, as we've seen, these higher tier players tend to not flash if they don't have to. And that was just kind of a bad guesstimate by her.
You know, seeing exactly how weak these towers are, it makes you think, does Omega need to buff towers?
I think early game, yes. I think the way they kind of scale into the mid and later game is effective enough, but I don't really feel a threat to not go for an early dive when I'm playing in a good position.
Yes, and I know staying in the tower early game for more than 3 shots definitely is detrimental surviving. But at the same time, you see time and time again, players are not intimidated by these towers. And I feel like it definitely needs to be punished more.
Yeah, and what's coming in and going through all of these thoughts and facets and processes is probably more than what we're seeing on the surface level on the chessboard. But we get to see a little bit more being that fly on the wall when mistakes and things of that opportunity happen. So we kind of just got to sit back and wait to see how these things kind of play out themselves.
This Feng Mao's being aggressive mid lane on the Countess, knowing he does more damage than her. She's going to blink in, hopefully avoid some damage here. She's going to use that Shadow Slip yet again. She's got her abilities on cooldown right now, so she can't heal much at all. She's going to do her best to clear this lane in hopes that the Feng Mao gets off of her. Although she is doing well keeping the minions at her tower, allowing her jungler to come in for a gank, it just doesn't seem like the rotations are there at this moment.
There's clearly
She's got to be careful.
Of respect. Yeah, wow. All right, that gank's going to come in. Oh, wow. Beautiful double use of his gap close right there between the blink and his own built-in blink that he has. Dude, he just cleared so much space going out. The Gideon's looking for a gank. He's going to miss all the abilities. She's weeble-wobbling back and forth. I hate to admit it, she needs to back right now. I know that the other Feng Mao's low, but you have no mana yourself. She's going to blink away, dude. She's at like 12 health.
With a sliver of health, but that is going to allow Ebbs to stay in lane and farm because it does not look like Chimera's in the position to rotate right now. He's going to finish up his gold camp on his red campsite. Will he look for a gank middle lane as the Grux is absolutely tearing apart this right lane? He's going to play it slow and farm a little bit here. He is going against a Gideon, so he's lacking the range. But man, Grux is just such a versatile hero that you can put him against anybody except for sneaks on Sevarog, and he's going to do fine.
Dude, we've seen it. Like, I don't even have a comment for that. You just said it. There's no follow-up statement. That is what it is. So we're seeing a little bit of a slower gameplay right now. I know it's 0-1, but even if you look at the other lanes, kind of what's going on is I think we're seeing tournament nerves come into play a little bit here. And it seems like both parties are just kind of letting neutral happen in lane. No one's overexerting. No one's overextending. I could be wrong right here. They're trying to shut down this Countess so hard. Steal with the offlane roam into mid.
Surprisingly, Countess doesn't go over to her tower. She's going to go deeper into the jungle, possibly exposing herself, but her teammates are going to rotate in. She's going to ult to steal. She's going. She's one shot, though. She's got to get out right now. She dies.
Looking for the rest of the fight. The Murdoch, he's got the 12 FPS gameplay, but I can see he's fighting for his life over there. This man trying to get away.
The Murdoch falls, and moments like this, in the finals especially, is so detrimental because falling behind early in game is not good. Even though your respawn timer is super low, those bit of extra farm and that bit of extra XP this early on is critical.
ToS is down 2 kills to start this off against Press Tab. Press Tab seems to be the underdog story here. I am correct, right?
Yes, Press Tab is 100% the underdog. The big fight of this tournament was definitely watching Team Fade and Team ToS go at it. And man, ToS has just been absolutely dominating.
Really liking what I'm seeing. I'm seeing very strong gameplay from both parties right now. Lots of neutral going on, but there's lots of big moments to happen in between these small things, and I feel like it's always flipping on a dime. We're sitting here, everything's neutral, and then all of a sudden, I'm seeing a 3 to 4 man fight in the jungle going on in one of the lanes right next to me.
For sure, and that's one thing you have to expect from these kind of events where, you know, these players are not only very smart, but very good at the game. They have a very deep understanding of the game. They know that I need to sit back, poke as much as I can, and wait for my team. Because without their team, the other team is definitely going to collapse. It looks like we're going to get a Fangtooth here. ToS securing an early Fangtooth.
And they've been super consistent on that throughout the entire tournament we've seen. Like, they're almost pulling these things on cooldown. It's actually kind of impressive to see. There's a big fight going on. They're going to lose another kill. Now sitting at 1-4 for the underdogs. Looks like Grux is going to get out of there. Just enough time and enough health, but he's definitely going to have to base off that one and hopefully not get dove.
Now, he does have 1,600 points to spend, so this isn't a bad time for her to back up anyways. This counts as getting pressured by the Fang Mao middle. Is she going to go in and ult him? She does have a pretty decent wave, but so does he. He uses ult and misses.
She's got just enough mana for R right now. She knows she can get 33% healing off that. Probably just holding it, waiting for it, but she's not really going to have enough mana left over for any other abilities. I trust what his thought process is right here. Wow. And he's going to pull that 50% mana regen bonus on top of that. That's going to be really big for him. He might be able to flip a fight right here.
Grux looking for a cheeky little gank here. I don't know if you guys saw the little sneaky Murdoch in dual lane, looking for a snipe middle in case anything goes down, because this Countess can burst. Now, Countess doesn't have to secure kills here. They have a Murdoch. That's one of the big things about Murdoch. That long arm of the law does not have a cap on how far it can go. So if any of them can burst another hero down to a low enough health, he can secure that kill so long as he hits his shots. And in this kind of moment, oh, Richter gets a pull on the rampage here. Fight go down in duo. But like I was saying, if he can land those shots, Richter's gonna
oh, big R. If my man wasn't dropping FPS, I would know exactly what's going on.
That is A-okay though, chat. We can at least see what's going on, getting a good idea for it. But like I was saying, that long arm of the law is so crucial because with such a burst-heavy team, having Countess, having Grux, having Chimera, that Murdoch can secure kills for his team without them sticking their neck out too far.
All right. Grux is looking, and we've seen this from Press Tab also, the Gideon offlane all day. Like, all day. We're seeing tons of weird picks from both teams, and I really love it.
He's going to go in
They're
on
really
him.
breaking the meta. He's going to. That was kind of a bad blink, but at the same time, the Grux wasn't in position to jump into the portal himself from dashing in.
For sure. It looks like the Feng Mao actually might get caught out right here as well. He is not. He's going to be able to escape.
No, the steal is there. He's always been ready for it. This guy has been so on point with his rotations right now. Always ready there for the counter. Always ready for the setup. Richter's coming and look at the pull. Wow. Yeah. That man's got the weeble wobble.
The weeble wobble, chat. Everybody, let's hit a weeble wobble in chat right now for this Countess. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, boy. Fang, real easy. I totally agree. Fang is absolutely slept on, but the thing that he slept on is that he requires a high level of like skill and knowledge to play. Like, he's not just the average everyday champion you could just pick up. And like, I'm dissing myself because I understand that playing like Murdoch as my main character. Guy's got a lot of depth to him.
You know, and Feng Mao is very much so a hero that, although he can be considered a bruiser or a brawler, he's an assassin at heart. And dealing those burst damage and just getting out is his go-to. He's much better off played like a Kalari than he is a Grux. Looks like they're going to be going on an early mini prime here. Just 12 minutes in. Team ToS on top of their objectives.
As always, they've been like really peeling like I know I said to change your name to on cooldown, but like for real. Every time the objective comes up, they have this down to a science. They're seeing equations flash before their eyes as they move for each one of these plays, but it's just become a routine for them at this point. Every game we've seen, every game we've commentated, everything that they've done has always been an on cooldown Fangtooth, forcing an early fight, on cooldown Prime, and right now this game, yeah, they're down 3 kills, but they are up the Fangtooth, and they're posturing for Prime. The Chimera's not even clearing right now.
Oh, it looks like the Grux is getting over in the dual lane, but the Chimera's going to come in to help him. Is Gideon going to ult here? Gideon does ult. Looks like Grux is going to fall. Gideon with the clutch rotation. Is Chimera going to die too? Chimera uses a blink to get out. Can he live? The Gideon secures the kill in the tower with the rock. This Gideon's rotation was absolutely huge. Even though that is his lane, being in there, being present, especially against 2 heavy-hitting heroes like Grux, and Chimera, to be able to secure both of those is huge. Long arm of the law coming in, but it's not able to secure a kill.
Well, ooh. Picking up another kill. The underdogs.
Sanji dying to the steal. Man, we were just talking about that. Steel's rotations are on point. He's always there when he needs to be.
It feels like he's not even in the... It's Steel is their jungler right now, no?
That is a good question.
Yeah, it is Steel jungle. No, it is Steel jungle.
So that's why he's always in lane. Just goes to show you, Steel is good no matter where you put him.
He's just such... It's just like, what do you do? Like, against a kit that provides AoE damage and CC across the board? Because, like, I think... Okay, here we got...
Chimera and Grex in a little bit of trouble.
Richter. Yeah, they're in the AoE silence. Can't do anything. That lifesteal was negated right there. They're still pulling for the fight. 3v2 in the mid lane. Just going to get out of there. No big trades. Rampage leaping on in there. Is he ready for the damage? No. They're going to be getting out of there. That's okay. That's a little bit better. Even though nobody won in that fight particularly. Oh, they're coming back in. Countess, posture checking. No ultimate on deck. Body blocking Grux there a little bit. All right. All inning.
It looks like they're doing a good job zoning them off of the Fangtooth here. They are obviously trying to set up for it. The question is, do they have enough to burst this down before the other team can collapse on them? They're going to try.
That was so smooth. That was smooth gameplay right there.
No hesitation at all.
Yeah, they're definitely going to pick up this Fangtooth right there. Everybody on the enemy team is a little bit too low to contest it. They played that just as slow and just as roll as they needed to. That was absolutely beautiful. That's going to be their second one on deck, and it's very clear that ToS is playing the long game right now.
They came here to win it, and you could tell they're serious about this. If you guys didn't know, this was a free-to-enter tournament, and the winners are going to be cashed out $20 a player. And to see ToS come in here and absolutely dominate their competition has been so exciting and so much fun to watch. Although, everybody loves a good underdog story, and I hate to be biased here, I would love to see Press Tab win.
Press Tab win is only the big thing, even for you, because they are the underdogs right now as far as seeding goes and where they were in the bracket. But you know what? They're doing it, but I really got to see how these next 10 minutes play out with how ToS has been playing it. We just talked about it. They're playing exactly what they need to. They're up 2 Fangtooths. Once they hit that third one, if they continue doing what they're doing, Chimera has mini prime right now. Like, they're not up in kills, but they're up on global objectives, and that means a lot right now. And Chimera is going in. Wow, he had no fear. No fear. He's even jumping into the portal. There's no way he's going to look for this dive right now. Oh my God.
He is.
Wow. The long arm of the law, the Murdoch Rock, and the Chimera jump coming at the same time. Yep. Absolutely huge play by them right there.
That is absolutely amazing to see the Chimera come back from that previous death against the Gideon. You know, he backed right before that fight because he was low. The Grux is going to use his uppercut to dodge. He's going to pull in the... Oh, we got a team fight going on in the blue jungle right now. Grux, Chimera, and Feppy on Rampage going against so many things happening at the same time. Who's going to come out on top? Fake Mal
She's running out of mana right there. Absolutely running out of mana, and they're just going to kind of close out and back out. What is that, a 1-for-1 trade I think I saw right there?
Rampage uses his blink right there. It sure is a 2-for-1 trade from the looks of it, but I think the Murdoch actually fell in the duo lane there.
That is unfortunate. Now he's going to get picked. Countess is running out of mana right here. The best thing they could do is kind of back out. Yeah, there's the Gideon. He's ready for it. He's so ready for it. Oh, Gideon picking up a really big play. Yep. Really big for him right there. They overstayed their welcome a little bit too much, and it's unfortunate to see because we were just talking about how well the objective control was, where they were setting out at the map, the things that they were setting up. Beautiful tower dive that we saw on that offlaner before, right? With the long arm of the law from the Murdoch, with the Chimera, with the Orb Prime buff. Like, they were so ready for that, and they just overstayed their welcome to clear that wave and kind of set themselves back on what they projected forward.
For sure. And, you know, one of the plays right before they got that second Fangtooth there is that Chimera was low. He recognized he needed to immediately back because they knew the Fangtooth fight was coming soon. So he backed away immediately, got his health and mana back, got a couple extra items, and he went right back in there to help them secure that Fangtooth. And one thing we've been talking about this whole tournament is kills do not matter. As you can see, Press Tab here is up 11-5, but ToS does have those 2 Fangtooths, which will prove to be fatal.
Absolutely. So, here, what I want to ask about you, Cook, right now is we see what's going on right now. We don't know the product of the future. But what do you think some differences we're going to see in here? We talk about, again, ToS, second prime, on cooldown, always.
For sure. You know, seeing these guys go at it has been exciting. And I can't help but think, you know, with press tab making it as far as they have, what's going to happen? Oh, Countess securing that kill. I am so sorry. I am so into this game. I didn't even hear your question.
Oh, don't even worry about it. Absolutely fine. I was just, we don't even have to loop back to that. We can just kind of keep going right now. Grux is moving over into the XP buff right now. Kind of sitting pretty. I haven't seen too much out of Grux this game, honestly.
Yeah, Grux has kind of been just keeping to himself over there in his lane, making sure he gets that farm, pressuring that lane as much as he can. You see he's already got that tier 1, pushing his minions up to that tier 2. Fangtooth looks like it's going to be coming back up soon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it is definitely around 30 to 45 seconds away from coming back up. Looks like they're going to back. Countess is going to back, get some extra items, be prepared. Looks like Chimera already has. He's going to go around and start posturing for Fangtooth here. Murdoch as well. He's going to go straight into Tainted Rounds after Sky Splitter. What do you think about that?
Sky Splitter is always a really good pick. Are we talking about the Sky Splitter? Yep. So the Sky Splitter is a really good pick. I'm not entirely sure how I'm feeling about Murdoch's build right now. I saw him just buy into the cleanse item. I wonder what he's really afraid of. Murdoch has a lot of tools to kind of self-peel himself and keep alive in fights, especially if you have players in your group lobby ready to peel for you. Rampage is absolutely
Looks
going
like
down right there.
breaking.
Very unfortunate skirmish for them, and once again...
Oh, it looks like ToS is actually going to clean up here. They're going to secure 3 kills. Nobody lost. They get a complete team wipe. Chimera popping off. They're going to secure that 3rd Fangtooth and shove a lane here. Maybe they might even go for Orb Prime.
And they keep kind of like picking up, like, where were we at 10 minutes ago? We were at 1-5 and then 2-6. And they've kind of continued the snowball feature going on throughout the entire thing, right?
Yeah, they for sure have been on their snowball. They've been playing it slow. Obviously, they have died a few times early on in the game, but seeing them come back from that has been absolutely astounding because these are smart players. They are calculated, and their comms and their communication and synergy together is unbelievable. Seeing them go from 1-5 to now 11-12 with 3 Fangtooths and about to secure Orb Prime, that is actually about to get contested. They secure Orb Prime. Can they secure this team fight, though?
That's a big uppercut from the Grux there, focusing on that jungle immediately. Oh, wow, Countess really showing really great. Oh, man.
ToS showing that they are here to win. Absolutely dominating all of their competition. Objective-wise, team fight-wise, all of it.
Team Tab was so ahead in kills the entire time. They had tons of aggressive plays earlier, and it's not necessarily a long call, but what we talked about 10 minutes ago, talked about the long game. And that's what ToS is here. As the game goes on, as those death timers get longer, as everything continues to display itself, they are stacking all of those things for that 20, 30-minute mark, and we're seeing it right now. They're not in a position to end the game, but they're going to clean up a lot of towers out of that.
For sure. And, you know, ToS, their goal isn't to hurry up and make you want to forfeit or destroy your morals. Their goal is to show you that they are the better team. They're going to drag it out as long as they can to show not only us, but the other team that, hey, I'm here to win. And if I can't beat you early, I will bring you to the late game and you will play my game.
Sorry to chime in, the JoJo's pose, like with all 4 team members just backing at the exact same time. Like they are so in tune with each other right now that this is peak team gameplay right here. Down early, play the long game, close it out strong. They're down a mid inhib right now on the enemy team. And they don't even have an option to get Prime or Fangtooth because they just got both scooped. They're kind of locked into a turtle position for the next 3 to 4 minutes.
For sure. And it looks like Countess is going to go for this blue buff here and kind of secure that. Make sure she's got enough health regen as Chimera is going through the jungle, doing his best to clear wards, possibly looking for a gank on the dual lane here. He sees they put down a ward. He's going to hurry up and clear that. He does have his Eviscerate in it that allows him to attack so much faster.
Yeah, the auto attack swing ward clear on Chimera is actually insane.
Grux and his impeccable wave clear going on off lane. Again, he's not seeing much of Grux in these team fights really, or out here pushing lanes other than his own. which I think
one
is
of the big
fantastic.
things I'm excited for in spectator mode is honestly the ability, because I would love to see where his farm's at right now. He's at 179 right now. Good thing he pressed tab the exact time I said that.
Calculated.
It's just
chat.
like kind of.
Countess gonna go really for oh my. That's one of the things about Countess right there. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Countess is so good when it comes to tower diving because she can go in on you and then just get right back out, and the tower de-aggroes. She's gonna ult to get it out of his ultimate. The Y-axis of this game is nuts. Can she secure these kills? She sure can. He's gonna hit the rock. ToS is going off.
Absolute MVP in this fight right now. Could have picked that up as well. If that is not like mid-diff in that fight right there, I don't know what is. Rampage with the big rock just to show him what's different, and I wouldn't be surprised if that ends the game right now. We got prime buffs, and here we go on the tower. Richter ain't going to be able to do too much about this. That's going to close out our Game 1 in Grand Finals. Seems
Who
that
is this team? Where do they come from? Where is this energy derived from? Did they all just go do a line of Rampage's rocks? What is happening?
Trust me, I've done Rampage's rocks before, and they'll make you play like them.
Jesus, chat. There goes Game 1. ToS coming out on top with the absolute domination. And I wouldn't even call it a domination for any more than the second half of the game. As you can see, kills, again, do not matter in this game.